What's up, everybody? It is Andy Smith with this week's Book Look. I am your 34-year host with the most, veteran of the comic book industry, working for everybody, Marvel, DC, Image, Acclaim, now doing my own thing with Astonishing Comics. First Man, KOR-DRATH. Go check it out, link in the description below. Today's Book Look, Marvel Studios, The Art of Ryan MEINERDING. Yeah, I'm sure I butchered that last name. And Ryan, if you see this, I am sorry, but your artwork is incredible. Ryan is head of concept design, basically, for Marvel Comics. He didn't start off in that position. He started off in 2008, working for him, kind of freelance on Iron Man. But then they realized, oh my God, we should have somebody full-time in this role. And that is what happened with Ryan. A friend of mine that I've known for years, Andy Park, is another head of design underneath him. And I hope they do a book on his work someday. So this is cool. This right here, age 16, Ryan did his interpretation of The Thing. Traditional color, as far as I know, that is not digital color, and I'm a little jelly. I just saw some of my work from when I was that age, and it was horrific. Down here, this acrylic painting of a resort hotel done during high school. High school. There's nobody in my high school doing stuff like that. I certainly wasn't. He was customizing toys with his own creations. I mean, this is a huge book. This is 300 some pages. I don't know if I'll get through the whole thing in this first sitting, but he does sculpture. Obviously great drawing, character design here. Great character design here, because he kind of thought about doing character design. There he is himself, posing with the Mark I Iron Man suit. Here he goes into talking about entering the Marvel Universe. This was one of the first drawings he did, featuring Tony Stark getting up in there. And it was all grayscale. He was doing grayscale at first because that really sets the tone, no pun intended. You get all the tones worked in and the values, and then color over top isn't that big of a deal. You can see some of his design work here. I mean, this almost looks like it's a photograph, but it's not. It's a digital painting. And these guys have taken digital painting and Photoshop and stuff to just another level. The amount of work that goes into it. Oh, this is cool. I'm just so excited. This book, I got it for Christmas. Or no, I take it back. Wait, I got to think. No, I got this book for my birthday in November. And I was winding things down last year, but I was like, this has got to be one of the first book looks. Anyhow, the original Iron Man movie, you guys might remember the tracing paper in the cave where you assemble it and it showed the suit. That is Ryan's artwork, if you were wondering. I mean, I love the technique. I love the design aspect, but I just love the Photoshop painting technique. Now, I will fully admit, big time hat off for painting these. If there's people in it, I'm down. If it's just background stuff like that, I'd much rather somebody else design it. It's not my strong suit. So then we move on. Let's see, did I miss a page? I did not. No. Then we move on to Thor. I think that's before Hemsworth was cast. Very glossy paper. Tried to do the best I could too. Before Hemsworth was cast in the role. This is obviously after Anthony Hopkins. God, I love these designs. So much Jack Kirby, but brought to just realism, showing that it works, which I think is great. Some storyboard key shots that Ryan did. Oh, okay. My fave, Captain America. Oh, yeah. This is great. He pulled reference from the Captain America prestige format book First Flight of the Eagle, 1991, #1, Kevin McGuire artwork. And these are like key shots that he worked up. And he talks about the process and, you know, the direction he was given and the latitude he was given as well to work up these shots. And then the director would look at him and be like, oh, that's cool. We need to shoot something like that. He worked up Hydra designs. These are from comics, of course. And then he kind of came up with one. This might be before Chris Evans was cast because the likeness for Chris isn't there yet. But once again, from an art standpoint, I read the whole book, but I'm just blown away by the technique and Photoshop. Andy Park actually did a class on like character design for the oh god, the name of the school in California escapes me now. And I paid for it, and you download the videos and look through them at your own pace and stuff. And he went through his technique, and it was just I mean, I watched it. And I was just like jaw on the floor, like, look at all these different designs real quick of the wings for his helmet and stuff and the different shield. So it's not just figures. And then, of course, the Captain America shield. Anyway, I watched Andy's video, and I was just blown away by it. I believe this he did. This is a full digital painting. This is a photograph, and then he took the photograph and added some digital painting over top of it. And then, of course, you know, he's got his team of the Howling Commandos. I mean, this book is very in-depth. I'm not going to... it's a 300-page book, and I'd like to get through it all. Red Skull. You saw the guns. I mean, if the artwork's in this book, it's his. Love that. That's just great. I mean, the thing is, it's Photoshop, but you look at it and think to yourself, this is a hand-done painting. Because of the brush technique he's using in Photoshop. Of course, going into Iron Man 2, oh yeah, the red and silver suitcase armor there. Love that. The Mark V. Oh, so good. What was it in the comic? Silver Centurion or something? Marvel did put out a book. I'll have to look back at my book looks. It's a good thing I can search them easy. On painting, like digital painting concept art, like the Marvel way or something. The exact title's escaping me. I don't know if I've done a book look on it, so I'm going to check. If I haven't, I will do a book look on that. Great key shot here that he did. And I love these. Love that. It just shows, they really showed that a little bit of tweaking to the costumes, and they work in real life on real people. Is this straight out of the comics 100%? No. There's a little bit of tweaking, but overall, that's the comic book version, and it totally works. Going in with the Hulk before Ruffalo was cast, I believe, on the left-hand side. Then once he was... I mean, this is great if I ever want to do a drawing of these guys in all their costumes from the movies, because, I mean, here's the reference. Chitauri. The Evil. It's kind of cool seeing this first initial rough right up here. And then tightens it up, you know, changes it. This is totally different, but you can see the steps from, you know, middle step, you could say, to finish. Beyond the Battle of New York. Every movie, different costumes. Marvel knows what they're doing. Get them toys out there. Yeah. And then stuff you've never seen like that in a movie. And I love the Iron Man stuff because it really shows how that armor can work and can move. The extremists. And then Winter Soldier, probably my favorite standalone character movie is The Winter Soldier. And then I probably love Endgame after that. But Winter Soldier was just it's just one of their best movies. I mean, stuff like this would take him a week or two to paint, he said in the book. A figure, just a single figure like the Captain America single figure. I think he said he could do that in like a day, which still blows my mind. But these more complicated shots would take him like a week or two. This is cool, designing Winter Soldier, Bucky's arm there for the comics. I mean, doing that in a day, like this Bucky, Winter Soldier, doing this in 1 8-hour day, I got to be honest, maybe not you, that blows my mind. Because, one, getting a likeness like that is just amazing. But two, just, the textures and stuff. I have no idea how to do the textures. It's hard to see, but there's textures on the costumes and stuff. I have no clue how to do that stuff. He was thrilled, he said, to do Howard the Duck. That's pretty funny. I mean, that looks like a photograph, but it is not. On that Andy Park video, he is doing an example with a character that has a likeness. And guys, he's not tracing a photo. Because I know people might think, oh, in Photoshop, he's probably tracing the photo of Chris Evans' face and then painting over it and stuff. I mean, maybe. I'm not saying he's not. But I know on the Andy Park video I watched, that was not the case with the likeness he did. Beautiful. Just great stuff here. Oh yeah, Hulkbuster. Keyframe here for the director. So a lot of this stuff is done before anything is shot, which I knew about too, but just, reading it and seeing it and stuff. It's just very cool. Age of Ultron. I love seeing the different Ultron heads. And then specifically the bodies too, as it changed and stuff. This is probably before the actor was cast, because that doesn't really look that much like him. Oh, the Vision. Such a transparent feel with the cape and stuff, because the Vision can change his body mass and solidity. That's great. This one, trying to remember if you can see how it changed from this to the final piece. Yeah, this one's all him. There's one piece in here that he did say certain artists did these characters, so on and so forth. It might be this one. So Ryan did some of the characters. And then I'm trying to read down here. Oh, and then Charlie, another concept guy. Charlie Wen, Andy Park did other characters. And then they, mashed it together. Well, they didn't have to, probably. They could do a rough, like Ryan could have done the whole rough and just sent it off and said, okay, you guys do these characters. Which is nice working digital, not having to work like separate and then make sure it fits in. So guys, I think I'm going to end the video here. We are 144 pages in, halfway through the book. Part 2 of this book look coming at you next week. Guys, check out KOR-DRATH, The Awakening, only on Indiegogo. It's going to the printer soon. Until then, thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. And I will catch you guys next week with the next book look, part 2 of this beautiful book, The Art of Ryan MEINERDING? I don't know. I'll get it right one time, guys. Bye.